Kia ora, water signs, Scorpio. Yes, you Scorpio. Cancer and Pisces. This is your reading for this full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Be pleased to walk through this door and enter into whatever we enter into. Okay, water signs. Check out the other elements because you are made up of many. You will personally probably know where you're weighted in what zone. Maybe some of you will be quite balanced. Actually, you might have quite a balanced chart. You can look up AstroSeek and tap in your birth details and you'll see your chart. Okay. Take what resonates as always, leave what doesn't. We always go through and clarify on this channel, and thanks for all your comments. I love comments and likes and all of that. It helps to keep this going. It actually helps me to keep in it. Okay, so we've got a couple of things coming out. Let's just keep shuffling while I'm talking. We've got a whole fan. Ooh, fan. We do clarify, as I said. We've got the Princess of Discs here. This is a seasonal princess. But of course she's holding a disc. The Princess of Discs. The leaves are about to come, burgeon on the trees. There's something being given birth to here. There's some gestation of sorts going on. As I said, walking through the door into the next zone. It's like you're doing that, water creatures, at the moment. I think we all are, aren't we? We've got the Ace of Cups, a gift that we give form to. We really sit in our watery realms and with a great level of comfort. This Ace has a Ace of Cups, and this reading has an extra sort of punch. I mean that in a nice way. An extra zhuzh, an extra element of force, strangely enough. And then we've got the card of transformation, which came out in the collective reading. If you have seen that, it might be of interest. Transformation, shedding, letting go, and getting on with it. With some new things that are more conducive possibly to you at this current time, you know. We're always letting things go. We're always developing, moving this way and that way, aren't we? Let's just get one more card for you, water signs. We've got to mirroring appropriately the collective reading to a certain degree, just in another. It's sort of just different, it's just semantics, actually. So do check that collective reading out. We've got the Prince of Wands, fire and ice and water. It's that ability to, you know, when you think about certain elements, but they take form, they can shift form, is what I'm saying. It's an adventurous character in the page, in Prince, I should say, of Wands in the Thoth deck. Adventurous, a bit cheeky, you could say, with the Eight of Cups, creating a level of emotional objectivity between yourself and the world around you, which is constantly on a sensory level, you know, sending things out to you. On a sensory level, we create a buffer zone. It's really important. You know, things like meditation, I guess, help for some people. Definitely exercise, swimming, but certainly understanding the machinations of your own mind. So let's come in here and we'll clarify for your water signs, Princess Discs. Princess of Discs. This is something, somewhere in here you've been reminded, water signs, you've been reminded of something that you've either always wanted to do, whether that reminder has come from the workings within yourself and psychologically, or whether it's someone else that's come in from the past and reminded you of something. We have one of the most beautiful cards, the Six of Cups. We remember unconditional, what's a better term for that? Love. You know, without an MO, without an agenda, without telling lies, without, you know, spinning a story. Just honestly giving for the sheer joy of it. Something's reminded you here. And then we've got the big kahuna of the Ace of Cups. The big kahuna of the Ace of Cups. Now, this Nine of Discs has come out twice. Independence. You've got a lot around you that you value. Self-made, however, we all rely, when you say self-made, you know, it really depends on the people that you have chosen to associate with, work with, all of that. No one, unless it's an inheritance. That's not even self-made, is it? It's just an inheritance. No one is a lone entity. The thing with the Nine of Discs is there's the other side of it. There's always a couple of, you know, few different sides. Is that there's a tendency to feel alone. You know, I think water signs, you're questioning how you give, what you give, your level of giving. Because your level of giving is so much intertwined with your ability to receive. And there may well be some water signs out there that really want to reach out to some people. I do feel that. Wasn't really concentrating there. We've got the Queen of Wands. Fiery, fiery, fiery Queen. Beautiful sunflower here. We can't drift in the tidal rhythm forever. We need to utilize our vitality. Otherwise, it can, just the nature of mental processes, we don't utilize our fiery elements or aspects. They can, they can create a bit of steam. Water signs, a bit of steam, a bit of kind of combustion. So it's a good thing to be able to express the fiery elements of our own nature, of which, just because you're a water sign doesn't mean you don't have that. And then we've got the world. That keeps the world spinning. Combustion, doesn't it? Combustion. Keeps the wheels moving. Brings in new things. Circles. That's what I see, circles within circles here. A mechanism that relies on a level of tension and combustion. Interesting, water signs. Let's look at death. Beautiful card of transformation. Transformation. We've got this, Eight of Cups. Again, we've got this twice. Create a buffer zone. It doesn't mean, this is a balancing act. Balance. Number 6. Absolute beauty, harmony, consummate balance on the tree of life. Balance. create a level of objectivity. Doesn't mean you can't fully express the nature of water, of emotion. It means that you possibly can express it more effectively. Page of Wands, we've got far too many, but the prominent card is the High Priestess. Interestingly, don't be distracted by cheeky, flirty Gerties or a lack of solidity with this Page of Wands, right? We want to be the queen. Talking in terms of expressing your, what is active and fire, your will, water signs. Let's look at the last 8, or the first 8 of cups that we had at the beginning. Yes, so we've got not only the universe, the world, it's a directive here to utilize your will in a very balanced manner, because if it's imbalanced, there's a lot of defensiveness. There's a lot of backlog of history that you're holding on to here. This is a good time to let it go if you haven't been gradually doing that up to this point, which probably most people have been. Just generalizing, of course. But for that 8, we get the Wheel of Fortune. This is a beautiful time, water signs, for you. Very impactful and very shifting and full of this sort of circular movement, or movement of many circles within circles, is what I get. And of course we started with this beautiful princess waiting for this birth. Pretty amazing. Now let's get a Brian Froud Pixie and Fairy card. Thank you, Pixie and Fairies. Can we have a glimmer of light? So true. We get the Singer of Healing, this beautiful singer of healing. There's a, not quite sure. It's like a, it's like, which is often the thing with water signs, it's like your membrane, your membrane that you are contained in. I guess it's called skin, isn't it? There's a fortification, that therein lies the healing, and not a fortification, it sounds too hard, but an understanding of a balanced kind of filtration system where your membrane is effectively trying to explain something that it ties in with the 8 of Cups, you know, creating a buffer zone. Your filtration system in the process of healing, this idea of what you can receive and what you give. And I mean all the things that go on around that, which is resentment and joy and all those various different things, you know. There's an understanding in this. With the healing card, the Singer of Healing coming up, there's an understanding of your working away upon your membrane, so that, I'm repeating myself, so that you've created a level of like a no man's land around you, which encompasses all those different levels of your etheric body and your emotional body and all of that. But your filtration system is primed. This is the idea of, for some of you understand what I mean. Speaking of membranes, we get the beautiful frog. To me, in the Kim Cran's deck, Animal Spirit. The frog is a wonderful healing card, cleansing card, purifying card. And again, we become very aware of that beautiful, soft, membrane skin that is absorbing and releasing and in this perfect balance. I love frogs. On that note, water signs. Have a wonderful full moon, lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And we'll see you on the other side. And yeah, take good care at this time. I hope you got something out of this reading. And do check out the collective. Appreciate all your likes, subscribes, comments. Wonderful.